Hi, my name is Dr. Amy Climer, and I'm the creator of Climer Cards, and thank you so much for checking out Climer Cards. I wanted to make a really fast video just to help you get started. I'm going to teach you the bare minimum that you need to create a session and start using Climer Cards. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to log into your account at climercards.com. And once you log in, you'll come into your dashboard. And the first thing you want to do is click on My Sessions. And of course, yours will be empty. You won't have any of these sessions yet. You're going to go over to the upper right side and click Create New Session. And then you're going to think about what do you want to name your session. So I'm just going to call this Sample Session Wednesday. It's a Wednesday when I'm recording this video. So I'm going to click the tab button on my computer, and then that name is going to become the URL, the unique URL that that's the URL you'll share with participants, which I'll explain an easy way to do that soon. And then you have 6 questions down here that you need to answer. Probably the most important one is the top question. So will minors under the age of 16 be present or not? If not, you're good to go. You can leave it as is. If they will be, please toggle that over because that prevents us from collecting any personal identifying information from youth, basically meaning their first and last name. So we don't want that information. All right, so I'm going to leave that off. I'm going to actually unclick everything, and we'll go into more depth on this in a future video, but I want to keep this really short. And so we're going to go down to the lower right side and click Activate Session. And once inside your session, really important, you cannot use the session until you create a prompt, otherwise known as a question. And so to do that, you're going to click on these 3 lines, the hamburger menu. You're going to add the first prompt. Click on that. And now you have a few choices. The first thing is you want to decide, do you want this prefix here, select a card that represents ... or not? And you just want nothing. So I'm going to leave that there and I'll show you what it looks like. And then you can choose which deck. If you have the pro level account or above, then you'll have multiple decks in your account. If you just have the basic account, then you just have the original Climer card deck. So we'll choose that one. And then here is where you're going to write your prompt. So there's a few that are pre-selected in there for you, or you can write anything you want. So I'm going to say, select a card that represents one goal you have for this quarter. Let's say it's like the beginning of the quarter, the team's starting to work together, and I hit Create Prompt. Boom, there it is. Select a card that represents one goal you have for this quarter. Now, that's all you need to do in advance, and you can actually, it took me maybe a minute or 2 to explain this, but once you've done it a couple times, you can do this entire thing in about 30 to 45 seconds. Now, when you're live with your group, then what you're going to do is up here on the upper right, it says Copy Link. Just click on that, and then it automatically copies the link that you will then drop into the chat in your Zoom session or whatever platform you're using. You can also show the QR code, and then this QR code shows in the lower right-hand corner of the screen. And that can be really good if you're doing this live and in person, where you want to have this screen, you have this on a screen in the front of the room, and then everybody pulls out their device. Or if you want people to just have the option that, maybe they're on Zoom with their computer, but they want to answer Climer cards with their phone, that's fine. You can put the QR code up there. That's it. That's all you got to do. Now, once people start responding, you can click Show Responses, and then the responses would show up here. Obviously, there aren't any yet on this one because we just created it. And from there, you can send them into breakout rooms and have a conversation, or you can, just use it as a way for you to respond back to the whole group. There's a number of ways you can use it, but that's the bare basic minimum of what you need to know to get started. Have fun. There are more videos that go into more depth about the different features, so check them out too. Bye.